If you haven't taken advantage of this already, you're going to learn a big lesson today that's going to make you a lot more money. I'm going to teach you exactly how to implement a revenue generating referral program inside of your business. Because the reality is, your existing customers are a gold mine, and not just from the ability to continue to upsell them and sell them additional services, but to leverage them to have them grow your business for you. And that's exactly what we're going to break down in this video today. And if you don't know who I am, my name's Andy and I'm the founder of Stryker Digital. And we work with over 150 home service businesses on a monthly basis. And this includes some of the top franchises in the United States. I create weekly YouTube content, Instagram content, TikTok, I send emails, etc. All with this type of free value. And I have something very, very special coming for you guys next week, which is the 7-figure growth playbook. If you implement this playbook inside of your business, SEO, Google Ads, Meta Ads, and Facebook groups, all in conjunction together, there is absolutely no possible scenario where you do not grow your business within 180 days. So I'm going to break this down, full system walkthrough, everything next week. Make sure you stay tuned for this. You're not going to want to miss it. Okay, let's get down to business. We need to choose our referral system, and I have a recommended one for you to use, but I want to cover all three. That way you guys are aware of how this works. And if there's one that works better for your specific business model, then go ahead, choose that. But I want to share with you what I know works best from working with our customers who have implemented this within inside of their business. So we have three types of referrals. We have incentivized referrals, direct referrals, and reputation referrals. So an incentivized referral is a rewardable action that incentivizes them to refer a friend, a family member, etc. Direct referrals is just people that are so happy about your service and you provided such a great service to them that they just want to tell their friends, or you can even work with like a local influencer that's on TikTok or whatever to be an influencer for your business and create a referral system that way that gives them commission for each referral that comes from, hey, I saw so and so on TikTok and now I want to use you to clean my house, something of that nature. Then reputation referrals are pretty similar. They offer incentives that motivate and reward customers for their referrals. So it's one-sided. You give the customer that refers another customer to you, they get something. But really, what works best is a double-sided incentive program, which we're going to dive into here shortly. But what you need to remember when creating one of these, that simplicity is gold. There should not be any friction. Should not be any confusion for the customers on how this works. The new customer that's being referred or the existing customer, simplicity is mental gold. And this goes with everything that we do in marketing, everything that we do in life. The effectiveness of your program hinges on the clarity and perceived value of the rewards offered, right? So we need to identify rewardable actions, meaningful incentives, and clarify the reward process. And then on our end, as the business owner, we need to balance the cost to make sure it's cost effective for our business and still remains profitable, right? And we're going to walk through an example of that for a different business model like cleaning. But these are the things that we need to make sure we have. What are the rewardable actions? Are they getting a % off, dollar amount off? Are they getting something free? Are they getting a gift card? What is the incentive? And the rewardable action is obviously, the referral. And then we just have the cost balance and make sure that makes sense for our business. Okay, so this is where we get into the real fun stuff now, into the real meat of it. So we need to create a win-win scenario. People aren't just going to go refer you. I mean, of course, you're going to have some people that refer you because you had a great service or they're your friend, but this can be a significant growth driver here for your business, right? If you're spending a lot of money on Google Ads and things like that, like this is a pretty low customer acquisition cost. And there's nothing better than when a third party recommends you. So if you're a business owner, you ever go in local Facebook groups and people say, hey, I need a cleaning company. Who do you recommend? And every single cleaner's in there like, hey, pick me, pick me. That doesn't really work. It will work sometimes, but it works the best when it's a third party that's recommending you. So if there's other people that are in there and say, hey, I use Andy's cleaning company for my house. They're wonderful. They're great. And two other people say that, and a third party says it, it's way stronger than when you're like, hey, pick me. I'm so great. Pick me. Like they know you just want their money. And they're more willing to trust the third party. This is why when you go on Amazon before you order something, or you look at the reviews, or exactly why you go on Google and look at reviews of a restaurant or a roofing service prior to spending money with them, right? It gives you confidence, and that's what a third party signal does. So you need to make sure that there's mutual benefits because we're creating a win-win scenario here with a positive reinforcement and to enhance trust. So there needs to be a benefit for the existing customer and we need a benefit for the new customer, right? This is how it's going to be most optimal. This is how it's going to work really well. And so what are some examples of that? A benefit for an existing customer is we're just using a cleaning company for this, for example, right? You could do this with pressure washing, landscaping. You could do it with all of them, but we're just using cleaning company because it's like very, very simple and straightforward to understand. But the benefit for the existing customer could be your next clean is free. And then a benefit for the new customer is you get a 25% off, 50% off clean. And the more aggressive that you get with your incentives, obviously the better that it's going to work. If you're offering them a free clean and this person a free clean, maybe you put some qualifiers in there like get a free clean if you sign up for 3 cleans or something like that, so you break even, you're profitable off of it. But in general, like anytime you have a guarantee or you're making an offer, the more aggressive that you get with it, the better it's going to work. If someone's like, I can get 2 cleans for free, or this person's like, oh, I have 5 friends that need this, I get my next months of cleans for free, obviously I'm going to do it. So it's going to increase engagement, and then it's going to increase your customer acquisition. And if you do the cost balancing correctly, your customer acquisition cost can actually be a lot lower than Google Ads, LSA, and so on. If you're doing paid ads, your customer acquisition costs can actually be pretty cheap, because if and this is when you have to look at this on like a longer term perspective. So maybe initially, not like after the first clean, you're like, oh, it's not that super profitable. But if you have a recurring revenue business, like a cleaning business, it can be extremely profitable if you're willing to look 3 months out. If you know your numbers as a business owner, if you know the lifetime value of a customer is $5,000 and it's going to cost you like 250 for this first upfront free clean, it's like, obviously this makes a lot of sense for me to do this if I know I'm going to be able to extract $5,000 of total revenue out of them over the next X amount of months. It just makes a lot of sense. So this is why the double-sided referral program works so well, and it's definitely the best method to do. Obviously, you could make a decision to only reward the existing customer, and it'll work, right? It'll work. They still want the benefits, but it's not as good as an offer to the new customer. Like, yeah, they want it, but if there's somebody else that has a special offer or discount, like they're probably going to go with them because they're not getting any benefit from it. The new customer needs a benefit as well. In the cost balancing side of it, you really need to know your numbers if you're going to do this successfully. And this is a issue that I see with a lot of people. And I have a video on this of how to reverse engineer 7-figure business. And it's literally, if you just know your numbers, you can get to a 7-figure business, because if you know how much it costs to acquire a customer, the average lifetime value of a customer, it makes spending marketing dollars very simple, and you know exactly where to spend it and how much you can expect on a return from it. So if you don't know your numbers, you need to go break those down now. Probably watch that video called Reverse Engineering 7-Figure Business, because there's a free sheet in there that will you can put your numbers in there and figure out what it takes for marketing costs, how many leads you need to get to make X amount of money. But if you don't know how cash flows through your business, it's going to be hard to do this successfully. Obviously, you can just do it very simply, 10% off for both customers, probably going to work, right? But it's definitely imperative that you know your numbers. So like, let's do some math on this together. So let's say our average ticket size for a one-time clean is $300. Our customer acquisition cost is $50. Employee cost is 125. So we profit 125, and the lifetime value of a recurring customer on average is $4,500, right? So if you're operating a cleaning company, your goal is to convert them to recurring customers. Your goal should be to do anything to get your foot in the door and provide an exceptional service. This is why I say you should be aggressive on the double-sided incentives, because if a customer is worth $4,500 to you over their lifetime, be willing to put out $500 to get that customer, because then you have another $4,000 coming in, right? So since you have a healthy CAC to LTV, so customer acquisition cost to LTV ratio, you can be very, very aggressive. So if your business looks like this, you can be very aggressive with this, and you can give a free upfront clean in order to convert that customer into recurring business. Because the whole idea of like any lead generation or digital marketing, or even this referral program that you're doing with your existing customers, it's literally a matter of getting your foot in the door. You have to give yourself the opportunity to get lucky. So doing if you every customer is worth their weight in gold, because you have the ability to provide them an exceptional service. And then you can see how this compounds. You go to this new customer who is referred with the double-sided incentive, and you provide them an awesome experience. It's great, it's stellar, you nail everything. And now what happens when they refer somebody, and then that person refers somebody? You can see how this would compound over time, and your MRR, or your MRR, monthly recurring revenue, continues to climb upward with it. So let's look at some real world examples that we can walk through. And again, remember, I'm a fan of that double-sided incentive that is very aggressive. That's going to be the approach, but you can always test other things. Like, because the thing with these are, like, you can put this out and you can test it, but it's a reversible decision. You can pull it out and put a new one. So you don't have to worry. It's not like you do it once and you never test anything again. So for an example, for a cleaning company, we could have the Spotless Rewards program. Offers clients a free cleaning for every 5 new customers they refer. A pressure washing service, high pressure referrals, gives a 20% discount on the next service for each successful referral and a free service after every 10 referrals. Obviously, like, these aren't that enticing, but I just want to give you guys some different examples other than like free, 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 right? And you should also attach a cool name to it, right? So like for me, I give people away free my home service SEO Blueprint, cool name, right? If I just said free SEO guide, here you go, not as sexy. Give it a cool name, get some branding around it. Landscaping business, green thumbs up, program rewards clients with a free lawn care package for every customer that signs up for a seasonal service package. And then the same thing for a moving company. So really this becomes just one big flywheel. You get a satisfied customer, you solicit a review, and you incentivize your referral. But then you need to know how to communicate this to your customers. So strategic communication is absolutely key. So we need to leverage social media, email marketing campaigns, in-person promotion, because if you don't tell your customers about this, they don't know, right? Like they need to know that this is an ability for them to do it. And they're going to have to hear it multiple times, because it's not like something they're going to hear it once and be like, oh, hell yeah, let me go get on this immediately. Like that's not how it's going to work. So you have to be strategic with your communication. You need to be sharing this and leveraging it on social media that, hey, we have a referral program in place for our existing customers. They'll see it there. You'll email them, you'll send them an SMS text and just say, hey, if you know anybody that needs a cleaning company, we're offering you a free cleaning and them a free cleaning if you refer them to us, and whatever. I'm spitballing off the top with these, but then an in-person promotion, I would definitely have your cleaners leave them a business card with a QR code that takes them to a page on your website that promotes the referral program. So social media, creating shareable posts, utilizing even paid ads for it potentially. Promote during your services and leave behind promotional materials for the in-person communication. And it's going to work well because you have to have multiple touch points. You know that because you already sell to customers, and typically people don't just call. I mean, sometimes depending on the ticket size of your service, they'll call and schedule immediately right on the spot. But sometimes you have to have multiple touch points. You have to talk to them 2 or 3 times prior to them to booking your service, especially like if you're a roofer or something like that, right? That's very high ticket. People are just rarely going to call one roofing company and just say, yep, that $20,000 for my roof sounds perfect. You sound like you're my guy. Like, no, they're definitely going to shop around a little bit, right? So you can see this flywheel that I built here. So the value of this is an infinite growth glitch, because that compounding effect of one person refers, the next person refers, and so on. But you have to put a lot of effort into this. It's not just going to happen on its own. But when you have a good double-sided incentive program and you strategically communicate it to all of your customers, it's going to work well. So it enhances your brand loyalty, continues to reduce your customer acquisition costs, and really maximizes your marketing return on investment, because now you have your existing customers who are already paying you grow your business for you. So you can see you win job, provide an excellent service, request a review from the person, incentivize the referral. So after every single clean, you can send them an email, or for every new clean, send them an email that incentivizes the referral. That way, they get another clean, and then you win a job, and you do the same thing over and over again, and it just continues like that. So guys, this is my spiel that I want you to understand about. There's so many ways to grow your business, and the really valuable part of growing a business is by leveraging your existing customer base, especially like as it relates to upsells. People who have already bought from you and have trust in you are more willing to purchase from you again rather than a cold customer. Everyone is so focused on, let me go get that next. And yes, you have to do that. You have to have that mindset if you want to rapidly grow your business, but you don't overlook the people that you're already with. These guys are a gold mine. So if you like this video and you want more types of this content, make sure you make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'm going to be sending this out in emails everywhere, and I will catch you in the next video.